Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video. And well, the final chart haul for 2K17 for December 2K17. A bunch of records I want to show you, which I have charted in my DJ charts and overall charts and stuff. So let's start out with a 7-inch release on the German label Pingy Pung. And this is a Japanese artist, and I cannot remember the name properly, but here's the label, here's the back, and there's a sticker on the sleeve, and the label's artist's name is Umeko Ando, and the track is Yuta Upopo, which is also remixed by M. Rooks on the flip side. And what this is first of all a 7-inch, so you know I can see through this, and well, a little bit offish, I'd say, kind of related to traditional Japanese music, although I don't have any proper idea of what traditional Japanese music sounds like, but somewhere in this realm, alongside a little bit of dub and stuff, more like ethno, world music, but also with a nice twist, a little bit of not jazz, but I can imagine to play this in the Mojo Jazz Cafe at the very beginning of my set or something like that. So it's an intro, like a little bit more unelectronic, compared to what I play usually, but definitely I got a thing for this. And Pingy Pung is a German label. I guess they are out of Lüneburg, which is a town like an hour from Hamburg roughly, so always nice to see local or kind of local labels put out interesting stuff. The next one you've seen already. Well, you've seen the CD version of this. So Sofa Surfers 20, I got me the album. Pretty good stuff. Unfortunately only a single album, so there's 5 tracks per side. Here's the very nice and shiny inner sleeve. Some notes on Monoscope Productions, and the vinyl is, what is it, design is pretty nice and clean as well. Musically, as I've told you in my previous chart haul where I showed the CD, some urban music, some trip hop, some grime influenced stuff, dialects on there, so pretty good, highly recommended, but for DJ reasons, well, not exactly suitable, because 5 tracks per side makes the tracks a little quiet, and well, the dynamic range is not as high as it would have been with a double album with only 2 or 3 tracks per side. So these are DJ problems definitely, and I gotta get some things out of the way. The next one is a double album, or a double 12-inch with a really nice cover on Key Sound Recordings. Sully Escape. I guess many of you have heard of Sully if you are into bass music. Kind of, this is bass music as well. A nice pinkish, hot pink inner sleeve. All black vinyl, and all the label designs look like this. I will only show you these two. Music wise, there's some very nice and unexpected ambient tracks on here. Some future garage, some grime, and even a new school take on jungle, so very diverse and value for money. I played this when I played at the Golden Poodle Club at the 20 years of Otaku Records party, which was nice, although we had no monitor, so which is a little tricky to mix on a PA that is a little delayed to what comes out of the mixer, so I had a little trouble there. But I played a lot of UK garage, grime, sub-low, dark garage, LB and stuff, early Ghost recordings, and then DJ Eastwood, Black Magic stuff, and also Lady Sovereign in the very end, and really old school heavy grime beats and dub plates and stuff. So crowd reacted nice. Before that I met Marco Reesmann, who was playing at the Baalsaal that day. He also gave me a record, which I will show you here. So it was a good night, and let's proceed with the stuff I got here. And wait a second. Let's proceed with the stuff I've got to show. I will show the Marco Reesmann record in the next month chart haul, I guess. But this is for December. So now I'm way out of the way, kind of. This is interesting. Black Seed dirty box on Sign with Zero. Interesting label design as well, very old school, undergroundish on the flip side as well, and really interesting release, because on Discogs it states it's meant to be played on 33 RPM, which makes this kind of like very grinding, industrial-esque electro stuff, but I don't like it that way, and playing this nice record on 45 RPM makes this like 91, 92 style Belgium rave techno, which is more my kind of thing. So wrong speed helps definitely to make this record better, and as it states, there is no control, so no control over what the DJ does, so this is good for sure. Another interesting one is this one, Jak Darunia, back with Mido on the Version label, which is run by Orson, which is a German like dubstep bass music producer. The first Version record I got, it's a catalog number 9, and interesting for those who like the early Skull Disco, Shackleton stuff. It's more like myth step, bass music, mythical grime, as I used to call it in the very early days of Skull Disco, but I more already tended to the myth step term. On the flip side, there's more like techno-ish with a straight 4/4, but also with like mystical tribal stuff, and definitely also like the graphic design on the label, on the Version label. Definitely want to check out, but also for the more advanced dance floors, I'd say. And so is this one. Fatima Al-Qadiri, Shanira. Nothing more to say about this record, I guess. Here's the full cover artwork. There's a great flip side. Fatima Al-Qadiri is releasing on Hyperdub and is a legend in terms of, well, conceptual takes on club music, and so this is a lot of like Arab like characters and stuff on here. Bass music this is, with very seductive vocals and stuff, and what I got from an interview I read with Fatima Al-Qadiri, this Shanira is a kind of made up term which originated in one of her friends, one of her American friends maybe, or not Arab speaking friends, not being able to pronounce an Arab word, which sounds like Shanira kind of, which is more a term taken from the queer, gay, transsexual community in the Arab states, and which is very underground because of the like religious restrictions and so on and so forth, and so the record overall deals with this topic, and also lyric wise seems to contain Arab phrases, like hidden Arab phrases for some gay, queer things, which are not translated, and all the singers apart from, or all the vocalists apart from one, uses like aliases to be not identified as a member of the queer community in is Dubai or Kuwait. I'm not sure where Fatima Al-Qadiri hails from, but so this is more like a subtext, and the music definitely is bass music, and combined with very seductive and catchy vocals, and also a very unique, distinct twist, which makes it hard to play like in an overall set. But these tracks, 5 tracks on here, always stand out. So Shanira is definitely a proper record, and also like the artwork is, well, typical for Fatima Al-Qadiri, a little bit over the top, and also, well, kind of relating to the transvestite, gay, queer thing. So I'm not a massive expert in that field, but if you see the video, you also can like relate or like make an association to what Shanira really means. I guess it's something like queen in maybe drag queen or something like that, but definitely I'm not in that field exactly deep in, so let's let the music speak for itself. And there's a video, an interview with Fatima Al-Qadiri, maybe in ID magazine, if I remember right. where you can read stuff about that in detail. So, or Fact Magazine, I'm not sure, but I read it like a few weeks ago. Anyway, another Hyperdub release. Hyperdub makes up quite a bit of my charts this month. And one I wanted to buy earlier, Proc Fiscal, the Highland Mob. Here's a label, here's a flip, also on Hyperdub, which can be described as kind of grime, instrumental grime, a little bit too fast for instrumental grime, and also related to Xeno grime, which is also a genre term that has been kind of coined by Fatima Al-Qadiri for her Asiatisch album, referring to Asian samples being used in like grime music, as well as they were in hip hop, to get a little bit of exotic, deep flavor and stuff. So interesting, also hard to play, very tricky, but good stuff as well. And the final one, also on Hyperdub, so only 8 to show, DJ Trey, the Underdog, which is a part of the Tech Life posse. Here's the label, here's the flip side, and I definitely bought this most for its house hybrid, which I featured on my website nice.de a while ago, which is a very dry, like ghetto house, Chicago house tune mixed up with jungle, and all the other tracks are in a similar vein. And when I played at the Rote Sonne in Munich with Iconica, Sarah, aka Iconica, played its house hybrid, and all the people went mad. So I pre-ordered this immediately, and it's definitely, like many Hyperdub releases these days, but this is one of the very outstanding and very, very good. So definitely a label to check, which I in the past didn't check too much because I didn't like their sound aesthetics in terms of not having a pretty deep low end, but more focusing on like the high frequencies and the mid range. So they have changed a little bit, and I definitely do like Hyperdub now, and I buy quite a bit of their releases. And that's it, my chart haul for December 2K17. Hope you liked it. Leave me comments, leave me your thoughts, you know the score, subscribe. And if you want to see me talk about vinyl more, let me know anyway. So I'm out, going into editing, and I'm going to see you in the next one. See you later.